In the heart of the courtroom, where truth collides with denial, three unforgettable cases unfold. A grandmother battles her own daughter for the future of two young boys. A bitter dispute over money and betrayal pushes family bonds to the breaking point. And in a final showdown, justice delivers consequences no one can ignore. These are not just cases, they are stories of sacrifice, responsibility, and the fight for what's right. Welcome to Judge Bench's top 3 cases that shocked the courtroom.
Mr. Johnson, you brought this case before the court. What's going on?
Just bringing her to court today to try to increase my child support. We have 3 kids together.
2.
Well,
You have a kid, and we have 2.
I forgot she never claimed my other one, so we have 2 kids together. She's a realtor. I'm a school teacher. She makes quite a bit of money.
Ma'am, could you please let him finish before you keep interrupting him? I promise you. I promise you.
Case to Judge Vanderbee's courtroom. A new case unfolds. Johnson v. Johnson. Unlike the previous trial, today it's a father, not a mother, asking for child support. Mr. Johnson, a dedicated school teacher, claims he's shouldering the weight of raising 2 children while his ex, a successful realtor, avoids financial responsibility. The teacher's salary of $50,000 a year leaves him stretched thin. Meanwhile, the mother boasts of making 3 times that amount. Before diving into the evidence, don't forget to subscribe to Judge Bench for more courtroom breakdowns you won't find anywhere else.
Okay.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Okay, no problem.
Just like you could get to whatever
Okay,
you gotta
Your
do.
Honor, I am sorry.
Back to you.
It's okay. Go ahead.
Don't make me upset.
Please don't get upset. Let's focus on the facts and the children.
All right, I'm bringing her to court today to try to increase my child support. We have 2 kids together, as I stated before I was interrupted. She makes quite a bit of money. I'm a school teacher. I only make $50,000. Kids on my insurance.
How much is your insurance?
My insurance is $500 a month.
All right. And it's you and the 3 children on there?
Correct.
Mr. Johnson explains his situation. With 2 children in his care, he pays $500 monthly for insurance while struggling on a modest teaching salary. He believes their mother should provide more help, considering her high earnings. His frustration is evident as he points out the contrast between her luxury lifestyle, designer bags, travel, and fine living, and the children's struggles in school. To him, her priorities are misplaced. He wants her to invest in tutoring and support, not handbags. His plea is simple: financial assistance so their children can thrive academically and emotionally.
Help the kids like she should. The 2 kids that we do have together, struggling in school, they're falling behind. I just feel like the amount of money that she pays for all the luxury stuff she has, the Louis V bag, she should put that money towards tutoring for our children or something. I see her looking at me. She knows everything I'm saying is accurate, so it is what it is.
Okay.
Any assistance I can get is greatly appreciated.
Okay, now you say you want to increase child support.
Yeah.
How much money are you getting right now from her?
$450.
But the courtroom mood shifts as the mother interjects. She mocks his job, dismissing him as a little teacher. Her words sting, not only as an insult to his profession, but also as a dismissal of his role as a parent. Judge Vanderbee quickly steps in, reminding her that teaching is a respected career and insults have no place here. Despite the tension, the father continues, stressing that their children are falling behind academically, counting on their fingers in 7th grade. His voice carries both embarrassment and desperation, an urgent cry for fairness and support.
I didn't get my first grade hair until I met you, though.
You knew who I was. You're a whole teacher, and you're asking for tutoring for our children?
Yes, that's what they need, don't they? So they can provide their kids with all of this luxury.
Did y'all want me to step out?
Look how fly she is. I had to go to Ross before I came here and buy this little old get up. Look at her.
Did y'all need me to leave while you all finish this?
No, you gotta leave.
I'm sorry.
I need some help. I know if you leave, you might not come back. It's a long
You're
day.
absolutely right.
But he's been throwing daggers since he got in here. I ain't say nothing to you. You so mad. It's okay.
I'm gonna hit the mannequin challenge on her.
Conflict between the 2 parents is palpable. The mother argues she chose real estate to secure a better life, while he settled for teaching. She claims his frustrations come not from financial strain, but from bitterness over their failed relationship. He counters that it's not about jealousy, it's about their children, who need more. For him, the problem is clear. She prioritizes appearances and income while neglecting their children's education. For her, his request is a mask for resentment. In Judge Vunderby's courtroom, truth lies in the balance of facts, not feelings.
Okay. Now, ma'am.
Yes.
First off, don't call him a little teacher. That's not nice. Don't do that. That is not nice. He is a teacher.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, I'm sorry.
It's okay. Don't be sorry. Just don't do it.
Okay.
All right.
I won't do it.
Now, what is it you want me to know?
Your Honor, look, I am just trying to make a living. You know what I'm saying? Like, we all have different paths. He chose to be a teacher. I chose to be a real estate agent. That's all. You know what I'm saying? And I just be getting slack from him because I'm in real estate, you know?
The insults don't stop there. She ridicules him for living in homes she flips, implying her business success makes her superior. Yet, as the judge points out, he and the children live in one of her renovated houses. If those houses are truly falling apart, what does it say about him allowing the children to stay there? The irony is striking. The courtroom sees a clash not only of finances but of pride. Each parent is determined to prove the other unfit, while the children's needs remain caught in the crossfire.
So with that extra time,
Mr.
what
Johnson.
should you be doing?
Mr. Johnson.
You should be helping our children, right?
Mr. Johnson.
You should be helping our children, right?
You said you were going to do the mannequin challenge, right?
Sorry.
So no loud outbursts. Don't be so mad. You're here today for me to help you, right?
Right.
Okay, so you can't get in your feelings and be distracted from what it is that you want.
Catch flights.
Can you
Okay.
Not feelings. Catch flights. Not feelings.
Okay, now
Don't catch these
Catch
hands.
flights. Not
continue.
feelings. Okay, so Your Honor, basically he's upset because him and I are no longer together.
Judge Vunderby pauses the bickering to get clarity. Who primarily cares for the children? The answer is clear. Mr. Johnson, as the custodial parent, he carries the daily responsibility. From schooling to medical insurance, the court acknowledges that while the mother may earn more, responsibility isn't just about income, it's about presence and effort. Still, income matters. At $150,000 per year, her financial position is undeniably stronger. The question becomes, how much of that should be allocated to her children? The law, not pride, will dictate the answer.
It's okay.
I need the money, the financial
It's okay.
support.
Oh,
You
okay.
can like
He need the
me.
I don't
money.
even
We
like the
got
houses. I don't even like
history.
the
You
houses
can-
she sell. They fall apart.
It doesn't
Oh.
matter.
Period, they fall
It doesn't
apart.
matter. But you got me here for my money.
Ma'am, are
Me
The
you,
too.
falling apart houses is what's gonna make you money, right?
ma'am, are you selling lemon homes?
No, ma'am,
Lemon.
I'm not. No, ma'am, I'm not.
They
I am
ain't-
a flipper. Flipper.
Okay.
Flipper.
What is a flipper exactly?
So basically what you do is you purchase a home and you fix it up and you sell it.
Okay. That sounds like a nice little income.
Correct.
The mother outlines her career proudly. As a real estate flipper, she buys homes, renovates them, and sells them for profit. Her yearly income averages $150,000. To her, this proves independence and hard work. Yet, the father insists her wealth should benefit their children directly, not just her lifestyle. He accuses her of funding appearances while ignoring necessities like tutoring. Their exchange grows sharper, reflecting deep wounds from their past relationship. But Judge Vunderby reminds both, this case is about the children's future, not settling personal scores from the past.
Your Honor, I asked him if he wanted to get on game. He didn't. So now
I don't
he's
want to do
upset.
the
He should've
illegal
taken
business that they
the
do.
opportunity.
Tell them about the fake PPP loans y'all be doing and all that.
Oh, word.
Yeah, we gonna,
Word. Is
I
this
figure
what we
if
doing?
I can't get child
Is this
support,
what we're doing?
I'm gonna get 100%
Is this
custody.
what we're
Yes, we are.
doing?
What
Oh,
all the
okay,
PPP loans you got? She said
Your
food
Honor,
stamps, Your
I didn't
Honor.
get no PPP loan.
Yes, tell
no,
about
I
the
did
food
not.
stamps she's selling on the side though.
Word.
Tell them about that.
Word.
Yeah.
Then you
yeah.
just, do I need to bust out the text
Nah,
message?
I
Because you
know
just
I got
asked-
some,
you just
'cause the kids
asked.
gotta
Oh,
eat. The
okay.
kids gotta eat,
Okay.
so I did.
Okay.
Wait a minute, sir. That's the second time.
Judge turns to numbers. Under Texas law, child support is calculated based on net resources but with a cap. No matter how high one parent's income climbs, child support cannot exceed a set maximum. For the mother, this means her income of $150. $0 per year, though significant, will be treated as if it were $9. $200 per month for calculation purposes. This law often surprises parents. To some, it feels protective. To others, limiting. For Judge Vunderby, it's a reminder that fairness in family law follows statute, not personal expectations.
You know, what you call rundown homes or lemon homes. And here it is, you're asking her for
pathetic.
the assistance and you're living in one of the houses that she flipped. So what does that say about you?
That he a broke
That
little teacher. That's what it
Okay,
says.
well, this, you know what
Come
we're
on,
going to
Judge.
do,
Come on, Judge.
this is not going anywhere. It's not going to get any better if you all keep going forward. So what I'm going to do is just go ahead and order the child support. Now, what he said is true in terms of the child always being with him.
It ain't funny.
It's nothing.
But it's real.
The minute that I flip.
Mr. Johnson hopes the ruling will ensure tutoring and academic support. But Judge Vunderby clarifies, child support is designed to cover general care, not specific expenses like tutoring. Parents must choose how to allocate their share. The ruling highlights an important truth: the court enforces financial responsibility, but doesn't micromanage how every dollar is spent. For Mr. Johnson, this means tutoring remains his decision, not a court mandate. For the mother, it means her payments fulfill legal obligations, regardless of how the father spends them for their children.
If you all don't pay attention to what I'm saying.
I'm sorry.
Okay, so the children live with you primarily?
Yes.
Okay,
In my flipped house.
$150,000 per year.
Correct.
All right, 2 kids. That brings your gross to $12,500. Now, I hope you weren't anticipating receiving all of that $150,000 for, or her child
Honestly,
support
if
to
she
be
could
based
just
on
pay
that.
for the tutoring for the kids. I don't want my kids to be dumb. I want my kids to live the life that she lived. Traveling and
I
all that.
want my
That's
children to live the life that I live.
Mother tries to argue against consistent payments, noting her income fluctuates with house sales. She claims some months bring little profit, but the court doesn't waver. Her self-reported annual income is $150,000, and child support is based on that figure. Inconsistent paychecks don't absolve her responsibility. Judge Vunderby reminds her that financial ups and downs are part of business, but her children's needs remain constant. The law requires stability for children, even when parents' incomes fluctuate. This ruling reinforces the principle: children's needs always come first.
Hold on.
So you
Excuse me. This is what we're going to do. Your gross is going to be, of that $150,000, it's going to be $12,500. She's actually capped. So in Texas, her
Everything she said was cap. Okay.
okay. I don't know what that means,
Like them
but
caps in your mouth.
I'm going to go ahead. Silver caps.
No, he got the white ones. I paid for them silver
Okay.
caps to be removed, and now he got the white ones.
Okay.
Tell your honor that.
Well, moving
Tell your honor
right
that.
along.
Moving
Her
right
net
along.
resources, they come out.
Final calculation arrives. Based on capped income, the mother is ordered to pay $2,300 per month in child support. In addition, she must reimburse the father $155 for health insurance, bringing her total obligation to $2,550 monthly. The decision is clear, legally sound, and in the children's best interests. Yet neither parent seems satisfied. The father wishes tutoring were included. The mother resents paying what she views as excessive. But the law is unmoved by personal frustration. It provides structure where conflict and emotions run high.
Her child support obligation to $2,300 per month. Reimbursing you for the health insurance that you carry for the children every month is $255, bringing your monthly child support to $2,550.
Okay.
God don't like
no,
ugly.
excuse
God
me.
don't
Wait a
like
minute.
ugly.
I
That's
don't
what you
get
get.
paid monthly.
Oh.
It's according to how my houses are flipped. So if I go a month without flipping a house, what? Why did you do
You
this?
better
No,
turn some
no,
more
no,
pamphlets.
wait a
You
minute,
better
wait a
turn-
minute.
you better turn some
Excuse me.
pamphlets.
I went off what
BGs is
you
hiring. You
said.
better go
You
get it.
said.
The courtroom grows restless as the father asks one final question. If he personally drives the children to tutoring, will that reduce her obligation? Judge Vunderby firmly answers no. Transportation is not a financial offset, it's called parenting. The exchange underlines an essential point. Parenting requires effort beyond money. While finances are enforceable, the daily responsibilities, rides, homework, help, emotional support cannot be ordered by law. They are chosen or neglected by parents themselves. For the children, both roles matter: financial security and hands-on involvement. Neither can replace the other.
I did say that. Your Honor. I
Right.
did,
You did say that. So
The cap,
that's what I
the cap.
based
Shut
it
up.
on.
Shut up.
Therefore, that's what your child support amount is going to be, $2,550. So I hope you can flip enough houses to make that flip some more for these children. Is there anything further, ma'am?
Yes, can I just ask a question? As far as
Sure.
the tutoring, what if I take my children to tutoring?
What?
You mean like take them in a car?
Yeah, like if I take them to tutoring, can that redo?
Ruling complete. Emotions spill once more. The father thanks God for blessings despite challenges, while the mother mutters in disbelief, calling him a hypocrite. Judge Vunderby stays steady, reminding them both that the ruling wasn't about their feelings, but about the law. Child support exists to protect children, not parents' egos. For the Johnsons, it's another chapter in a fractured relationship. For viewers, it's a window into how deeply personal struggles play out under the impartial gaze of the law. The children remain the true focus.
Transporting your children to tutoring is called parenting.
All right.
Is there anything further?
Can I go?
Oh, sure. As soon as I dismiss you. Is there anything further, sir?
I just want to say, Yana, God has blessed me in ways that I couldn't imagine.
So now you're going to bring God in this.
I just appreciate you
so
for
hypocrite.
understanding
you
my
was such a
frustration and my pain.
hypocrite.
And
Well, I didn't make a ruling based on your frustration and your pain. I made a ruling based on what the law said I can do with what's in the best interest of these children. And if there's nothing further, you both are dismissed.
Me and my little teacher, money
Yes,
about
you was
to
a little teacher.
walk out with this 2,000.
The Johnson case concludes. The lesson is clear. Child support isn't about punishing one parent or rewarding the other. It's about ensuring children's stability. Mr. Johnson leaves with a ruling that provides needed financial relief. Mrs. Johnson leaves with obligations she cannot ignore. Judge Vunderby reminds us all, courts can enforce payments, but they cannot enforce love, patience, or parenting. Those choices remain with the parents. Let's move toward the next case.
All right. Miss Ricardo,
Yes.
you brought this case before the court. What's going on?
Yes. Well, I brought my husband, Benny, for child support.
We're not
we have 4
actually,
kids.
we're separated, Your Honor.
We are still married, though. We have 4 kids, and he is zero responsible, and I need help.
I don't know what you talk about being zero
Excuse me,
responsible.
sir.
She's accusing me of stuff that is not true. I'm very responsible.
She
Your
hasn't
Honor.
said more than 3 words,
Exactly.
though. You haven't even given her a chance.
Whatever.
In a packed Texas courtroom, Judge Vunderby presides over a case that highlights family struggles, money, and broken trust. Today's story follows the Ricardos, married 15 years, parents of 4, and now divided by accusations and unmet responsibilities. Mrs. Ricardo claims her husband, Benny, has abandoned his duties as a father, while Benny insists he's doing all he can. This case is more than just child support. It's a clash of loyalty, betrayal, and law. Stay tuned as we break it down. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel, Judge Bench, for more real cases explained.
Whatever are you referring to her?
No, Your Honor, I'm not. I was kind of just, that's one of my catchphrases. So
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Well, you might want to catch that mouth and keep it to yourself because, you know, there's no need to be disrespectful to me. I haven't done anything. It's my job to listen to what you all are saying and then make the best decision
I got
Your
it.
Honor,
for the
this is
children.
the type of attitude I have to deal with every time I try to call him, every time I try asking for help, every time I try to ask him, hey, you know, at least call your kids, try to see.
The case begins with Mrs. Ricardo's plea. She says Benny has been absent from his children's lives, refusing even simple gestures like calling to check on them. According to her, his irresponsibility stretches back years, despite their long marriage. She claims she has shouldered the burden alone as a teacher, while Benny's R&B career brought new wealth and new temptations. For her, this courtroom moment isn't just about money. It's about finally holding Benny accountable for the children she says he has neglected. But Benny has a very different version of events.
2 girls and 2 boys.
I don't
it's
even know if
ridiculous.
one of them is mine, Your Honor. I don't even know if one of them is mine. One of them, the last one, that's the one, that's the straw that broke the camel's back, that last one. Because my drummer might have something to do with that. He was beating more than just drums.
Wow. I'm running out of tea up here. Ma'am,
No.
continue with your story.
So he is, like I said, zero.
When Benny speaks, the courtroom shifts. He denies being zero responsible and even questions the paternity of their youngest child. With bold claims, he suggests the family's drummer may be the true father. His words shock the court, especially as he frames this as the reason for distancing himself from the family. This was the straw, he says, that broke the camel's back. For Mrs. Ricardo, the accusation is another cruel dismissal of her truth. For Judge Vunderby, it's a moment to remind both sides the facts, not personal insults, will guide this case.
Years.
He has been bringing people in and out of the house all the time, all these musicians, people he works with. I'm a teacher.
What does he do for a living?
He's a R&B singer.
Oh, okay.
He has a group.
Okay.
He started making it big, making all this money, and then he decides he wants to leave me. And then I started receiving calls from all these girls, you know, saying, hey, you know, I'm with him or whatever. I'm with Benny, you know, I don't care if he's your husband or whatever. And I'm thinking, what's going on? You know, because I didn't know about all these girls before that.
Million rupees. Ricardo insists that all for children belong to Benny. And she recounts years of struggles, his affairs, the parade of women and constant disrespect. She paints herself as the one left behind, raising the children while Benny chased fame. To her, his excuses about catchphrases and plans for the future are meaningless when the children go. Without, she demands financial help. The courtroom grows tense. Her story is not just about abandonment, but about a man who, in her words, prioritizes image and lifestyle over his most basic role, being a father.
No, that's
We
how
met because
I
you
always
was a
ask you
groupie.
about it, and you always deny everything. But you know what? You are not responsible with your kids. I don't care if you're doing all these girls, okay? I need your help, money-wise. That's the type of attitude I have to deal with. He ignores everything I say. And my last kid is our kid, okay? I don't know. He just made up a whole story about a drummer.
That kid don't even look like me, Your Honor. He don't even look like me. Yeah, he dark like me, but he don't got my eyes.
Benny pushes back hard. He argues his income isn't as available as it seems, citing investments and obligations to other children outside this marriage. Shockingly, he admits he has lost count of how many kids he truly has, only certain of 2. The courtroom is stunned. Judge Vunderby presses him for numbers, but Benny sidesteps with vague references to his past. For his wife, this is betrayal layered upon betrayal, not only infidelity, but a secret life she never knew. For viewers, it's a portrait of a man whose lifestyle has overtaken his responsibilities.
Tell me what your side is.
She wants all this money from me, and the truth of the matter is, Your Honor, it sounds like a lot of money, but I got other kids to take care of too. You know,
All right.
She ain't the only one. She knew I had kids before we got married.
No, I didn't.
Now let's talk about.
Now you calling me a liar?
Yeah, you are a liar.
I ain't a liar. You
yes,
a liar.
you are. You never
a
told me
bold-faced
that.
liar. She a bold-faced
No,
liar,
you
Your
never
Honor.
told me this. After our second child,
What is
then
a
you started
bold-faced
coming.
liar exactly?
Just look in her face and look how bold she is with what's coming out her mouth.
As the questioning deepens, Judge Vunderby highlights the essential issue: health insurance and consistent support. Mrs. Ricardo explains she pays nearly $1,000 a month to cover herself and the children. Benny dismisses these expenses, minimizing his responsibility. He even ridicules one child's braces, mocking how the boy whistled while rapping. For Judge Vunderby, however, this isn't about ridicule, it's about necessity. The court recognizes Mrs. Ricardo's sacrifices and Benny's unwillingness to prioritize health care, marking another moment where parental responsibility
Facts,
takes center
okay?
stage
We are
over
not
entertainment-driven
going to name
excuses.
call or anything like that. That does not help the situation. Now, my question to you is, how much money are you making?
My net worth is only $500K.
Only?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
And I got some investments that the money's tied up in, and I can't get it out right now. And taking care of these other 2 for sure that I know is mine. It's hard out there. It's hard out there for an entertainer.
So you all have 4 kids together, and you have 2 other
I have
children?
2 other children, yeah.
All right. How are those the only 2 children that?
Million rupees. Ricardo continues, explaining the burden she bears financially and emotionally. She stresses how little Benny has contributed beyond appearances, and how she often faces their children's questions about why their father is absent. The judge listens carefully, acknowledging the difficulty, but steering the case back to measurable facts, income, obligations, and the law. This case is not about emotions alone. For Judge Vunderby, it is about balancing Benny's financial reality against the undeniable needs of 4 children. At this point, the courtroom moves closer to a decision.
I'm taking care of.
2? Oh my God. You are unbelievable.
So, this is what we're going to do. Health insurance. Who pays it?
Me.
You don't pay health insurance making $500,000?
I told you, Your Honor, my money is wrapped up in things, and I'm trying to make more money for all of us,
Excuses.
even the
So-
one that ain't mine.
health insurance isn't important to you for your children?
It's important, but isn't it best for a man to plan for the whole future of his children?
Judge now examines Benny's finances. Benny admits to a net worth of $500,000. But under Texas law, the calculation of child support is not based on total wealth. Instead, it is capped, using a set formula applied to net resources. Mrs. Ricardo hopes for large payments tied to Benny's earnings. But the law restricts what the court can order. This moment illustrates a critical reality. Child support is structured by statute, not simply by a parent's perceived ability to pay. The law, not emotions, sets the boundaries.
They need to be healthy, though.
Yeah, well, she got health insurance for the kids.
I'm a
Didn't I help
teacher.
you get the braces and all that?
No.
Because the kid running around whistling up whenever he talk.
First visit, he helped only. After that, it was all me.
Wow.
Well, the kid don't whistle no more when he talks.
Okay.
Embarrassing me on stage, talking about he want to be a
Ricardo.
rapper. He whistling while he talking, while he rapping. What kind of rapper is that whistle when they rap?
A whistle
A whistling
rapper?
rapper. Yeah, he wanted to be a.
Sound like a good.
Judge Vunderby explains the cap and detail. Benny's child support will be calculated as though he earns $9,000 to $100 per month, regardless of his actual $41,000 monthly income. This frustrates Mrs. Ricardo, who argues her husband can clearly afford more. For Benny, it's a victory of sorts, though he resists even this obligation. The clash between what seems fair and what the law allows becomes the heart of this case. It's a reminder that child support decisions are not about maximizing payouts, but ensuring a standardized level of care for children.
Well, I'm glad that you were a parent and placed braces on your child's teeth.
I sure did.
Okay. Miss Ricardo, how much is health insurance a month?
I pay around $950
$950. Okay. And
for
it's
5 of us.
5. Okay. That was my next question. All right. All right, I have that. So this is what we're going to do. We are going to start some child support.
I
Okay.
ain't got no money, Your Honor. It's wrapped up.
You just said I make.
The court rules that Benny must also reimburse. Half of the children's health insurance costs $380 each month. On top of that, his child support is set at $2,796 monthly. For Mrs. Ricardo, the number feels insufficient. For Benny, it feels excessive. Both leave dissatisfied. Yet, the judge emphasizes that this outcome follows strict legal guidelines. It's a compromise enforced by law, not emotion. This ruling reflects the court's role, ensuring children's needs are met within the framework of fairness and enforceable statutes, no matter how either parent feels about it.
500,000, right?
I mean, we have 4 kids together.
I mean, you understand that the law doesn't allow him to pay you child support based on $500,000, right?
How much is it?
So
Judge?
how much is it?
How much is it?
His salary is capped. He actually is based under Texas law. His net resources are capped at $9,220 a month.
$9,000.
What?
$9,000.
$9,200, yes.
That ain't even fair.
Do you?
Even as the ruling is given, Benny raises another objection. He demands a DNA test for the youngest child. The judge quickly dismisses this request. Under Texas law, children born during marriage are presumed to belong to the husband unless challenged separately. Because Benny didn't petition for a paternity test before this case, the court considers him the legal father of all 4 children. The ruling underscores an important truth. Family law is as much about legal presumptions as biological certainty. Benny's request comes to late legally. These children are his.
Right?
Put your cap.
That will make your monthly $41,000. That's how much you make. Because according to the law, can't make you pay child support based on $41,000 a month. That would make your child support ridiculously expensive. So it caps at $9,200, which means your child support will be extremely low. You understand that?
That ain't low.
You don't want to pay child support at all.
No, that's not
You
true,
just
Your
want to
Honor.
waste my time and sit up and
He doesn't
have
want
all
responsibility.
500.
The courtroom tension spikes once more when Benny hints that having more children could actually reduce his payments. He smirks, suggesting he remembers 4 or 5 more children. His words reveal his cavalier approach, treating family responsibility as negotiable. Judge Vunderby is not amused. While the law does consider other dependents, Benny's casual attitude shocks both his wife and the court. It paints a sobering picture of a man whose priorities seem far removed from stability or accountability. This moment highlights the human cost of irresponsibility in family dynamics.
Can we get a paternity test? Can this be?
Oh my God.
I need a paternity test for that. I asked him if I prove that ain't my child, if I brought the drummer in and you looked at that drummer
He's making
face
no
to face.
Listen, you can do whatever it is that you want to do at a later date. You did not petition this court to ask for a DNA test. So no, we are not doing a DNA test. You all are married. A child born of the marriage, even if you're separated, a child born of the marriage is considered to be that of the spouse. You all are married. You have 4 kids since you've been married. Guess what? You're the father.
The case concludes. Both parents express frustration. Mrs. Ricardo insists the ruling is unfair given Benny's wealth. Benny insists it's unfair to be forced into any payment at all. For Judge Vunderby, the matter is simple. The law sets the limit, and both parties must abide by it. Beyond the numbers, though, the deeper issue lingers: children caught in the middle of adult conflict. The court can mandate support, but it cannot force genuine involvement, love, or stability. That responsibility remains with the parents.
Coming back to me now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because
Well, my
I think I
next
got about
case
7.
is getting ready to come in here and talk to me now. So I'm actually done with this case. Is there anything further?
No.
No, I think I just got rid
This
of
is
it.
ridiculous. I need more
What's
money
so
than that.
ridiculous about it?
Because he has a lot of money that he can help me more with. I mean, 300? Really? For 4 kids?
For health insurance, yes.
That's not right.
This is the law.
That's not right.
I should have just kept her. They said it's cheaper to keep her.
Well, you know what? It's cheaper to go
But if
ahead
you
and
were a
exit my
different person,
courtroom.
then you would just
so
help
if there's
me
nothing
because-
further, you all are dismissed.
Come on.
The Ricardo case reminds us of the fragile balance between law, love, and responsibility. Mrs. Ricardo walks away with legal support, though not as much as she hoped. Benny leaves with obligations he fought to avoid. And their children, they remain at the center, needing stability more than anything. Judge Vunderby underscores the point: the law can enforce financial duty, but only parents can choose to be truly present. Let's move toward the next case.
Okay, Miss Faye Foster?
Yes, Judge.
Okay, you brought this case before the court. What's going on?
Well, Your Honor, Judge, sir, ma'am, you know, my daughter who I...
A packed courtroom. Judge Van DB presides over case number JVB1085. At the center stands Faye Foster, a grandmother who claims she has been left to raise her twin grandsons, while her daughter neglects her responsibilities. Foster alleges broken promises, unpaid contributions, and an overwhelming burden placed squarely on her shoulders. But her daughter denies these claims, insisting there was no such financial agreement. The stage is set for an emotional battle between family, duty, and the law. Before we dive deeper, don't forget to subscribe to Judge Bench for more courtroom stories.
using person.
What is
You know
she
what I'm
doing?
saying? So she didn't have to. I let her move into my house 3 years ago, and she got 2 twin boys. She does nothing to support. Our agreement was that she would pay $400.
We never had no agreement. We ain't never had no agreement.
$400 on rent.
Hold on 1 second, Miss Faye Foster. Excuse me. We will not have any outbursts like that.
We just gonna sit here and let her say whatever she wants to say.
I'm just going to sit here and let her say what she wants to while I'm speaking to her. And when it's your turn, I will allow you the opportunity to do the same thing.
Foster takes the stand with passion in her voice. She recalls an agreement where her daughter promised to pay for $100 monthly, plus the $175 for the children's health insurance. But according to Foster, the payments rarely came only to $100 in 3 months. She paints herself as the sole provider, paying for food, electricity, and even sports fees. She claims her daughter spends late nights away, leaving her to shoulder the daily care of the twins. The courtroom listens closely as Foster describes exhaustion, frustration, and the weight of raising children she did not bring into the world.
We're clear?
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. Go ahead.
Okay, so we agreed that she would pay $400 a month, plus she would pay $275 a month, so I'll put her kids in insurance.
Okay.
And since she's been there, she's maybe giving me a total in 3 months of $200. It's always some excuse why she couldn't pay. And I said, and I told her, I'm on a fixed income, you know, and I'm doing all this for you and the kids. I'm buying the food, paying the electricity, you know. I'm the one get up and take them to school in the morning while she sleep, you know, and she has a job. Plus she does braiding people's hair.
Grandmother continues her testimony. She tells the judge her daughter has steady employment at a telecommunications company, alongside a thriving side business braiding hair. Foster estimates her daughter earns between $1,200 and $1,600 every weekend from braiding clients. Yet, despite this income, she says little of it goes to support the boys. Instead, Foster claims her daughter uses household supplies, snacks, and utilities intended for the children to serve paying customers. For Foster, this is not only disrespectful, it's exploitation. She insists she cannot continue financing everything on her limited fixed income.
What does she do?
She works at a telecommunication company.
Okay.
And I think she said she's a customer service somebody thing, but she
And she braids hair on the side.
Ma'am.
You say she braids hair on the side?
Yes, she does. In my back room.
All right.
And her clients come in, she give her clients snacks and stuff I don't bought for the kids, and just like she don't bought something. So I told her, you gonna have to start doing better.
All right.
And she told me.
Wait a minute, Miss Faye Foster, let me stop you really quickly.
Okay.
You said she braids hair.
Judge seeks clarity. If the daughter is earning so much, why isn't the grandmother seeing support? Foster explains that her daughter dismisses her pleas, insisting you're the grandmother. You're supposed to do that. For Foster, this statement cuts deep. She reminds the court, I didn't have twins. These are not my children. Still, she loves them and ensures they never go without. Her greatest frustration isn't only financial, it's the absence of their mother's involvement. From school drop-offs to sports practices, she claims the responsibility always falls on her.
Okay. So I told her, I said, well, you can give me some of that, you know, to help out and on you living here and me taking care of the kids, and I'm using the gas to go take them to their soccer practice and to their football practice. And she tells me, you their grandmother, you supposed to do that.
Oh.
And I told her, I ain't supposed to do a darn thing. I ain't had no twins.
Okay.
You know, but I love my grandkids, so I hate for them to be without just because their mama is trifling.
Okay. All right. So we're going to not name call either, okay? I understand.
When asked about the twins, Foster proudly shares that the boys, now 10, are active in football, soccer, and basketball. Yet she laments that their mother rarely contributes to fees or transportation. Instead, Foster describes her daughter's frequent social outings, time with friends or romantic partners, while she attends every practice and game. The judge reminds both women that name-calling is not acceptable in the courtroom, urging them to stay respectful. But the grandmother's frustrations are clear. She feels abandoned, saddled with both the physical and financial responsibilities of raising her grandchildren.
It's not a problem. I understand.
I'm sorry, Your Honor.
I understand exactly how you feel. I know what you're saying. It's plenty of grandmothers come in this court feel exactly the same way that you do. I just ask that, you know, you just be respectful to one another.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
I'm sorry about that, Your Honor.
That's okay. Now, how old are the twins?
The twins are 10.
All right. And you said they're boys?
They're boys, 2 boys.
All right. Are they involved in any kind of extracurricular activities?
Yes, they play football and they play soccer and basketball.
All right. And does mom help out with any of that?
The judge probes further into living arrangements. Foster reveals her daughter moved in 3 years ago after being evicted from her home. The arrangement was meant to be temporary, with her daughter agreeing to pay for $100 in rent. But 3 years later, Foster insists her daughter has made little effort to find her own place. She suspects excuses about deposits and affordability are stalling tactics. Foster declares, you can't live anywhere else for $100 in her eyes. Her daughter is exploiting the situation, relying on her generosity while refusing to step up as a mother.
They fees and I give it back to you, but I never get it back.
She lives in the home. Does she actually live there, or does she just sleep there and she lives somewhere else?
No, she lives there and she sleeps somewhere else every night, you know. But that's why she's supposed to be paying me $400 for them to live there.
Okay.
Because she got put out of her last place. So I said, okay, you can come home, but you know, I'm on a fixed income, so if you give me $400 a month, and then she said okay, and I think she may have paid.
The judge turns to the daughter for her side. Immediately, she accuses her mother of lying and exaggerating, portraying herself as the victim of circumstances. She recounts a bitter divorce that left her penniless, blaming her mother and church community for pressuring her into the marriage. According to her, moving back home was a necessity, not a choice. She insists there was never a formal financial agreement, only a vague promise to do what you can when you can. To her, her mother's story is one-sided and unfair.
Are the children on health insurance or anything?
And then, ma'am,
Are the children on health insurance or anything?
the children, I put them in insurance because I asked her, do you have insurance on these kids? And she said, I can't afford it. So I said, well, they need insurance. They playing sports and stuff, and they get sick, and we don't have out of public. So I got insurance, and she agreed that she would pay me back each month what I had to pay for insurance.
How much do you pay for the children only?
The children only is $275.
$275.
His emotions rise. The daughter admits the arrangement was supposed to be temporary, but claims her mother discouraged her from moving to affordable housing she found. Foster allegedly objected to certain neighborhoods, saying they were unsafe for her grandchildren. The daughter believes her mother used these objections to keep control over her life. She portrays herself not as irresponsible, but as a woman trapped between financial hardship and her mother's strict expectations. Her testimony paints a very different picture of why the temporary arrangement turned into a 3-year residency.
All right, is there anything else you want me to know before I move over to her?
I know you, and I just need her to do the right thing. I just need her to do the right thing and hope you can make her do the right thing.
Okay. Well, I don't know if I can make her. You know, I can only do what the law allows, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, let me ask you a question about the living arrangements.
Yes.
You said this was supposed to be temporary?
It was supposed to be temporary until she found her a place to stay that they can afford. But it's been 3 years, and I don't think she's...
Daughter defends herself further. She acknowledges delays in payments, but insists she contributes in other ways: cooking, cleaning, and maintaining the household. The judge quickly intervenes, reminding her that household chores do not count as parental responsibility when raising children. The issue here, the judge stresses, is financial and custodial. The daughter insists she wants to move out soon, but feels cornered by economic struggles. Despite her defense, the contrast remains stark: a grandmother who claims she shoulders everything, and a daughter who insists she's doing her best.
I don't think she has looked at all, and she keeps saying, well, I don't have the money to get a place that's nice enough for me and the boys, and that I can afford, and then people want a high deposit and all this kind of stuff. So, you know, I'm like, okay, you know, but I need you to help out, you know, and that's fine, because you can't live nowhere else for $400.
Okay, yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. All right. Is there anything else you want me to know before I move over to her?
Yes, Your Honor. She, you know, she's always gone.
Pressed by the judge, the daughter reveals she plans to move out within 2 months, though the twins will remain with Foster in the meantime. This admission becomes critical. The judge confirms that the boys are thriving under their grandmother's care, and acknowledges Foster's testimony that she provides food, transportation, and insurance. The daughter argues she only started braiding hair after losing her job during the pandemic, insisting her income is inconsistent. But her credibility is under scrutiny as Foster's account of steady clients and high fees looms over her testimony.
She said, you know, she got to go out with her girls and kick it, or she got to be with a man and kick it. And so, you know, I was like, you're not even trying to be a part of these kids' life. You just want to be fancy free and let somebody else take care of your kids. So,
Okay.
you know, that, you know,
Okay, so
it's just too much.
can I move over to her, or is there anything else?
Yes, ma'am, go ahead.
Okay.
She's
Now, you have the opportunity to let me know what you want me to know, respectfully. So, I mean, what's all that about? The huffing, puffing.
Financial details come to the forefront. Foster claims her daughter earns up to $1,100 weekly from braiding hair, while the daughter insists she makes only $1,100 monthly. She argues that many of her services are exchanged for favors, not cash, downplaying her earnings. The judge remains skeptical, With pricing between $80 and $250 per hairstyle, the math suggests her income could be far higher. When confronted, the daughter deflects, blaming personal conflicts with her mother for the case even reaching court. Yet the judge makes it clear financial truth must guide this decision.
And sitting over there in her Christian outfit, like everything she's saying is the gospel. Yes, me and my children did move in with her 3 years ago, but what she didn't say was, it's because I had a tragic divorce with my ex-husband, who her and her church members just wanted me to marry this guy because he was so churchly and good, and he ended up being the devil. And in our divorce, he wiped us clean.
Okay.
And my credit was messed up. He took all the money and he left, and he did all of that. And
the courtroom takes an unexpected turn when the daughter accuses her mother of ulterior motives. She claims this legal battle stems not from child care disputes, but from tension over a failed relationship. According to her, Foster once dated the father of her current boyfriend, and resentment from that breakup fuels the case. While the judge dismisses this as irrelevant, the accusation reveals the tangled personal conflicts running beneath the surface. But regardless of past relationships, the court remains focused on one matter: the best interests of the children.
when we talked initially, before even moving in, it was, y'all just come, just take your time, get yourself together. I got you guys. I got my grandbabies, who she was very instrumental in. I want grandbabies, I want grandbabies, I want grandbabies, I want grandbabies, I want grandbabies. So I'm giving you the opportunity.
So because she's instrumental in wanting grandbabies, that means that she has to take care of them too?
It doesn't mean she has to take. I'm saying she's not telling the full story how it is. It was never an agreement on a dollar amount of being able to help. It's just do what you can when you can.
So was there ever an agreement for it to be a temporary situation?
Well, yeah.
Returning to finances, the judge calculates the daughter's gross monthly income at $3,183, factoring in her declared earnings and the braiding business as additional income. From this, the judge establishes her net income at $2,798.18. This number becomes the foundation for child support calculations. With no other children outside of the twins, and with Foster already providing health insurance, the court must determine a fair amount of monthly child support that balances the law with the grandmother's sacrifices. The tension in the courtroom intensifies as the numbers come into play.
Wanting certain things to happen, you come to court to take care of it. It's unfortunate that the two of you couldn't work it out because you're mother and daughter, but this is where you come, right? So do you have any intentions of moving out and taking your children, or are you going to move out yourself and leave the children with her?
I mean, she knows what the situation is. I mean, when I was working, which she knows at this point that there was a huge layoff because of COVID and why I started doing hair in the first place to try and make amends. So for her to sit over here talking about, oh, I got all these jobs and I got all this finance coming in at this point.
Judge delivers a decisive ruling. Based on income and state guidelines, the daughter is ordered to pay $670 in monthly child support. In addition, she must reimburse her mother for health insurance costs. Though Foster pays $175 monthly, the law limits reimbursement to 3% of the daughter's income, about $84. Combining support and reimbursement, the total monthly payment is set at $754. The ruling is firm and leaves little room for debate. The grandmother will finally receive legal recognition of her efforts, though the daughter reacts with disbelief.
Just how low she'll stoop to how she behaves and how she acts.
But she letting you live for free. She's been allowing you to do it for 3 years. She pays for everything for your children. She feeds your children. She takes them to school. She pays for health insurance. She's literally doing everything. You're doing nothing.
But that's her story. I'm doing more than so. I'm doing exactly what I can. I cook, I clean, I do what the stuff she asked me to do for church.
Hold on.
The daughter protests, visibly shaken by the ruling. She argues that the payments are excessive and insists she's doing what she can. But the judge interrupts firmly, reminding her these are her children, not her mother's. The judge emphasizes that Foster is stepping in only out of love and necessity. The ruling is not punishment, it's protection for the children's welfare. The daughter's attempts to minimize her financial responsibility fall flat. For the court, the priority is clear: the twins must be supported by their mother, both financially and responsibly.
You don't get any credit for that, okay? You should do those things, right? But in terms of your children, what are you doing? Because she said she's doing it all, everything I just named off. You have yet to dispute that.
Well, I do do stuff for their school. She doesn't always, you're not always the one taking them to school, Mommy. I don't even know why you in here acting like you do that.
Let's not derail this thing because you never answered my original question.
So
do you plan to move out with your children, or do you plan on moving out and allowing them to stay with her?
Foster listens as the judge explains the breakdown of the child support order. The grandmother's years of sacrifice are finally acknowledged in legal terms. She will continue caring for the boys, but now with financial assistance mandated by the court. For Foster, it is a bittersweet victory. While the order provides relief, it also underscores the painful reality her daughter has failed to live up to her parental role. The grandmother nods respectfully as the judge confirms that $754 monthly must be paid without excuses or delays.
It just fluctuates on how my clientele does.
Well, let's just do it by average then. On a monthly basis, how much money do you say you bring in from braiding hair?
I would say monthly. Monthly, I would say $1,200.
Monthly, $1,200?
Yes, because
I don't get 3 or 4 heads.
I don't get heads. I don't get heads all the time. And some of the people she see me braid is like some of my girlfriends who, if I braid their hair, you know, like they'll do my nails or they'll do my lashes or, you know, they'll grab my kids from school for me if I need them to. It's like we help each other out. So I'm not always getting money.
Do I look like I was born
paid.
yesterday?
No.
The daughter, however, remains defensive. She insists the ruling is unfair, reiterating that she cooks, cleans, and provides what she can. The judge, unmoved, reminds her that love and care require more than household chores. They demand consistent financial support and active parenting. For viewers, the divide is striking. A grandmother bearing responsibility versus a mother unwilling or unable to accept it fully. Despite the heated emotions, the judge's ruling brings clarity. The case, however, leaves lingering questions about whether the daughter will truly follow through.
Braiding hair, and you're charging how much per head?
It just depends. I mean, shorter ones, 80, longer ones, like 250.
That's not what she says, and she lives in a house
But she's not working with my clientele, and it really.
So you don't tell her how much you get paid?
No, because she really huff and puff around the house, and really the only reason we here because my boyfriend Tank Daddy, who she was dating, broke up with her, and she was pissed about it, and so I didn't agree with the situation. So that's the only reason why we really here is because she mad because I didn't take her side in the situation. When grown folks gonna do what grown folks gonna do, and that ain't none of my business. But I'm the one getting the brunt from it. I'm the one that's not doing something.
As the session nears its end, the judge reminds both women that this ruling is about the children, not their personal disputes. The grandmother's patience, love, and commitment have ensured the twins thrive despite instability. The mother's financial contributions, though legally required, remain uncertain in practice. The courtroom is filled with quiet tension as the order is finalized. For the twins, the ruling provides structure. For the grandmother, it provides long overdue recognition. And for the daughter, it marks a sobering reality check about responsibility and accountability.
Times 3%. So your health insurance reimbursement to mom, although you pay $275, according to the law, it can't be, the health insurance amount that she reimburses you cannot be more than 3%. So that caps at about $84. So $670 plus $84 is $754. That's how much you'll pay your mom a month.
$700.
$754 exactly.
Your breakup. That's
No, because you need to pay for your own children, ma'am. Excuse me, I'm speaking.
The judge asks if either party has final questions. The grandmother, respectful and grateful, simply thanks the court. The daughter, still unsettled, has none. With that, the case concludes. The judge dismisses the court, leaving both women to process the outcome. In the end, it is not about winning or losing. It is about two young boys who need stability. This ruling forces their mother to contribute financially, while their grandmother continues to provide the care and consistency that only she has offered for the past 3 years.
These are your children, not your mother's children. These are her grandchildren. And I went ahead and ordered that you pay child support because based on your testimony, you'll be moving out in a couple of months anyway. So There we are. Do you have any other questions?
No, I don't.
Okay. Do you have any other questions?
No, thank you, Your Honor, and I appreciate it. Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. If there's nothing further, you all are dismissed.
Thank you. See, all you had to do was
Don't
the
say
right
nothing to
thing.
me.
Courtroom empties, but the story lingers. It is the tale of a grandmother stepping into the shoes of a parent, and a mother struggling to face her responsibilities. The order for $754 in monthly support stands as a legal safeguard for the twins' future. Yet beyond the numbers lies a deeper message about family, sacrifice, and accountability. Stories like this remind us why courts intervene to protect those who cannot protect themselves. If you found this case compelling, don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned to Judge Bench for more powerful courtroom stories. 3 families, 3 battles, 3 rulings that revealed the price of truth. From broken promises to hidden incomes, from family disputes to hard-earned justice. These cases remind us the courtroom is where accountability speaks loudest. The question is, will the lessons learned here truly change lives beyond the bench? Thank you for watching Judge Bench. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more real cases where justice meets reality.